Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. First down, Jags at their own 24-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. I'm going.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second and inches, Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wells. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. McCoy. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Foles and the Jags come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Fournette.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
I'm coming. Check 37.
Here's Foles. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Watch the screen. Kill.
Now Foles. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley, 53 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And a rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. Right in. I got him. Motion.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Keaton. Yes.
Foles. That's complete, right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Complete to D.D. Westbrook. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go. Check, 59.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Big stop, let's go. Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. On. Tiger. Zebra. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man, moving.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like that. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Yellow.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Begin. Check.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts So as they take it over, we step aside.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Steps away to that. He's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Purple 64.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Great.
Showing up.
Easy. 1-1.
2nd and 10. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Great. Hey, Silver.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try and run it with McCoy. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll try again with McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from a yard out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Fournette running right, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
180. Easy. Hayden scored.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Cole. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
59. All day, baby, all day. 64. Check 25.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as these guys are able to regain the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's McCoy. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 7. First down, Chiefs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
What we got? What we got?
Don't say nothing.
Curl. General West.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now McCoy. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to McCoy. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 17, Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
Strong left, strong left.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They will run with Grant, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Under.
Check 43.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Hey, goal. Down goal.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I know he ain't got it.
Hey, Zoo.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Now McCoy. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Check 24. Check 24.
Here's McCoy. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Butker now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Kansas City, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week.